Since we consider and look not to the things that are seen, but to the things that are unseen, for the things that are visible are temporal, brief and fleeting, but the things that are invisible are deathless and everlasting. That means you can't look around at what you see at situations. You can't believe that, because that is finna change, whether you want it to or not. That's why change is change, because it changes. But one thing that won't change, that's Jesus Christ, right? He's the author of change. If anything be changed, then he do it. If it don't be changed, he don't do it. Why we keep trying to change things that don't need to be changed? Right? But guess what? The most important change that you'll ever change is yourself. I learned that by experience. Wasn't nothing gonna change. My outlook wasn't gonna change. Nothing that I was trying to do was gonna change until I started to change for myself inside. Amen? Did anybody get anything out of this? Everybody understand what just went down? Everybody happy?
Amen.
One thing I was
Thank you, brother. Speak.
that really summed it all up was when you was reading was that verse 13.
Okay, read that, please.
And since we have the same spirit of faith, according to what is written, I believed and therefore I spoke. We also believe and therefore we speak.
What does that say to you?
Man, follow Christ, but do it like exactly what he did.
Exactly. If he can do it, he's sure. See, Jesus never did nothing unless he did it by example. So, as men of God, as a church, as a body, see, we're going to be doing things, and other people are going to be like, "What are they doing?" Don't worry about what we're doing. But if you really believe what we're doing is real, do like we do.
Yeah, and it's kind of like how he was how he was teaching the apostles in the Gospels, the first 4 Gospels, how he was just, training them up and letting them know, this is what I want you guys to do.
Right.
And how Peter went out, and did his thing.
Right.
Paul went out, and he did his thing. That just summed it all up.
But see, he's speaking to the church also.
Yeah.
He's speaking to the body.
Yeah.
See, in the body, there's so many. In the body, you have disciples. But everybody's not going to be a disciple. You got soldiers. Everybody's not going to be soldiers. So it's up to the leaders or the pastor, the shepherd, to say who's got what gifts. That's called a discerning spirit. That's a gift that I do have. I can tell if you okie doke, man, and flake. I can see it, man. I already know.
See, that's the thing, though. Like you
know
said, the whole body, everybody got a job. But it's like, he's saying, okay, everybody know their job. So, do your job. But it says, I believed and therefore I spoke. And then we also believe and therefore we speak. So you're doing your job, but you also doing as Christ did. So everybody is on the same page. Right. Kind of like a team. If you out of position, then something is wrong.
Exactly. But see, the thing is about teammates, if you come to me as a teammate and say, man, that play was kind of this, you kind of should, then I shouldn't take offense to that.
Yeah.
If it's going to help the whole body.
Yeah.
Right? See, one thing happens with leaders, and we do this in our home. Shut up, can't nobody tell me nothing. My rule sticks. It's my house. For God, Jesus moved him out. He come on. Right? Jesus, if he's really resting, nesting it, and sleeping and dwelling in your home, everybody's gonna know. And they're gonna say, oh man, he's following. Hold on. He ain't just yipping and hollering anymore. He's coming with this authoritative love, but I feel leadership, but I'm not hurt. I'm just, wow, I feel compelled to follow. That's the Spirit of God. You ain't got to scare nobody to follow you, man. Because if you scare them into following you, they don't need to be following you. Right? You scared yourself.
Yeah.
Well, you got to scare somebody to follow you because you scared of going by yourself?
Come on, bro. Come on.
I don't need to, Jesus didn't come and boo me to do this. He saved me from hell. Right? Now the fight is to stay out of hell daily. Because, once he saves you, now the fight begins. You really start living, but you got to start fighting. You don't fight, you be defeated. See, one thing about this fight, you know you're fighting. In the world, you don't even know there's a fight. That's why when nothing happens, everything's going on. You about to go to hell. But you don't see it. But when you come into the spiritual realm in the light of Christ, you can discern everything that's in the world, and you stay away from it. So guess what? They try to embarrass you, persecute you, ostracize you, put your name out, and just try to, man, he crazy. Yeah, kind of went loco for the Lord, yo. Kind of went loco for the Lord. When I was out there doing my crazy thing, then everybody was cool, right? Listen, if anything we get tonight, get closer to Jesus, get in his word, get right up in his bosom. Let him hold you. Hold on to him. See? A lot of people say, I'm in my word. I was in my word all week. But your word wasn't in you. Huh? You in your word. But you go out there and everything, what's in you? The truth, is it in you? Got milk. Come on. Who's going to believe that you're a child of God without you trying to do lip service? See, I don't have to tell everybody I love Jesus. They'll know how I bust on the scene with Jesus. Right? You ask questions, now what's going to be a part? What you want to talk about? What subject? Right? Because I'm in this, and we all got to be in this. If you're not in this, you're going to be out. That's it. God bless you. Thanks for coming out.
Amen.